to the women's floor final we go, and here are the 8 competitors who will be contesting it. Diverse countries, diverse styles, all converging in this apparatus final. Once more, Japan placing 2 competitors in this apparatus final. It is the women's floor final in artistic gymnastics here at the World University Games. Starting things off for us will be Tonya Poulsen of Chinese Taipei. After that, we will see the 2024 Olympian Shin Sol-yi of the Republic of Korea, Annie Wu of Switzerland, replacing Alizé Létrange-Mouakit of France, who was the 5th strongest qualifier, and the 2 who will perform last in the order, Miyata Shoko and Ushioku Kohane of Japan. Miyata Shoko being in very fine form here, already having won 2 individual gold medals, as well as gold with the team. She could make it 4. She had the highest difficulty of anyone in the qualification. As we turn our attention to the first 4 to perform, who are now completing their warm-up. This is an excellent chance for Switzerland's Annie Wu. Initially, the first replacement. She is here in the stead of Alizé Létrange-Mouakit, who won a bronze medal with the French the other night. Exercise, wonderful dance-based performance, blending, tumbling, and artistry. This is Evandra Zlobek of Canada, the 18-year-old.
Time to begin one of the showpiece finals at any multi-sport games. People have been dashing to get to their seats for this one. Tonya Poulsen, the 7th best performer in qualification. She'll get us started. to be a lot of discussion about Tonya Paulson. People at these games who don't know artistic gymnastics have been saying to me throughout the last few days, "Where's Tonya Paulson? What a gymnast! She's extraordinary." And I think gymnastics fans around the world will be saying, "Yeah, we've known for a while." And they're right, of course.
Alors, she dances, and more than that, she performs to the hilt. It's not just the tumbling, which was really good, but it was all the dance skills, the turns. And she began things with this fabulous double layout, beautifully stretched in the air. Second pass, full twisting double tuck, well planted. And her level of fitness is just so impressive. She seems impeccably prepared to perform on this big stage.
She has been extremely busy over the last few days and looks as though she's got a lot still left in the tank, although she is done now. The last event this for women. Her execution will need to be very strong because there is high difficulty to come from other gymnasts, but that was well executed. She seems a gymnast renewed. And here is the score. 13 is a very good start. 12.8 in qualification, so she has found an extra tenth of both difficulty and execution. She might have found more than that, though, over the last little while.
Die nächste Turnerin steht bereit, achte aus der Qualifikation for the Republic of Korea, Shin So-ri.
To an Olympian in Shin So-ri, 8th best in qualifying with the same score that Paulson produced, 12.8. She controlled that well at the end, could easily have gone forwards. Shin So-ri of the Republic of Korea. It's a very light routine, it's an effervescent routine, and it's a thoroughly enjoyable routine. Lest we forget that there's some cracking, tumbling going on there, very hard.
She's such a stylish performer on floor exercise. From the opening bars of the music, she gives us character. She also gives us some very good hard tumbling skills. Front layout into front double full twist. And that's just for openers. And in the midst of all that, she really dances. On women's floor exercise these days, the pendulum has swung pretty sharply back towards real artistry. There's actually a whole slate of deductions for if you don't do things like have the right body posture, have good footwork, insufficient involvement of body parts. She is somebody who can tell stories with just her hands, though.
So the next chapter of the story is coming courtesy of the judges' hands right now as they tap away on their keypads and calculate the numbers.
She did give away a pretty significant deduction on the final pass, though. The chest landing low and it throwing her down into the floor. She did well not to fall, but there is going to be something taken for execution because of that.
It was 7.5, the execution score in qualification. 5.3 difficulty. That is quite a lot higher than Tonja Paulsen by half a mark. Although Paulsen did find an extra 10th in the final itself.
And here's the score of the gymnasts from the Republic of Korea.
12.433. It is about 4/10 down from qualification. Difficulty has dropped by a 10th, and the execution is down a few tenths too. In as the first reserve for Elise Letrange-Mourki, this is Annie Vu of Switzerland. There's important context to give about the Swiss team, which is that they so nearly won a bronze medal despite having one fewer gymnast than all of the contending teams around them. They couldn't discard any scores, everything counted, and it took a lot out of them. Annie Vu gave her best for the team, she gave her best there. She had some uncomfortable moments in that routine, but as a squad, they can depart knowing that they really worked hard and they really gave it their all.
This is her opening pass, a very crisp, clean double tuck. And she has a nice contemporary style, real personality to her dance on floor exercise. Unfortunately, things got complicated with her second and her third passes. The second pass, I believe she was attempting to do, and we'll take a look at it here. Normally, and gymnast, actually, the third pass. On the second pass, normally she would want to end with a front layout with full twist, and it seems she understood that she was not where she needed to be in the air, just bailed out after a half twist, landed safely and fairly cleanly, although there will be an execution deduction with that, and then just opted to do a simple full twist as the dismount. Normally she does a double pike there. But it's great to see a gymnast, if she's just not feeling quite right, pull up a bit conservatively and just get out of the routine in a clean way. The difficulty on that is going to be, I would expect, lower than what we saw in the qualification.
11.533, and indeed her difficulty score is 4/10 lower. Now, if you are somebody who likes your floor routines to be full of dance, to be full of a performative quality, open a giant bag of popcorn now and start chomping away, because this is the gymnast for you, Evandra Zlobek. You'll like this a lot. Well, how about that? What a performer. Evandra Zlobek of Team Canada. Live, isn't she fantastic as a dancer? And she's not half bad as a tumbler.
Some gymnasts just command your attention when they step onto the floor. She clearly has that gift. This was brilliantly executed. Not just the tumbling, as you say, but pivots, like that spin with leg at horizontal. Part of her difficulty as well. Front somersault through to 1.5 twist. And a great stuck landing. She ended things off with this good double tuck. All-around excellence in that floor routine.
She was part of the Canadian team that won a silver at the Pan American Championships last month in Panama City. She's the only member of the squad that is also here. So she's been doing a lot of gymnastics lately in a big setting. And she made the floor final at the Pan American Championships, which I don't think will surprise you. Very humble gymnast, loves to represent her country, always expresses her gratitude for being given the chance. I think we're very grateful for having the chance to see her on floor. There'll be a lot of people in the gymnastics world talking about that display, the artistry. She's gone into the silver medal position at the halfway stage, only 1/10 below Tonya Paulson. What is key is that Paulson's execution is 3/10 higher. We did say that Paulson would need an extremely high execution score, and indeed, she delivered it. Well, it's an enjoyable floor final. We've got some high difficulty work to come. Jade van Steenkist, the second highest score in qualification. This is brilliant to watch too. Fabulous. It's so much fun. There are books to be written on Belgian artistry in gymnastics, whether it's artistic gymnastics, acrobatic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics. They know how to do it, don't they?
They really do. In a 90-second floor routine, she seems to give us an entire feature film. The tumbling is excellent as well. 2.5 twist to front layout. She will take 1/10 of a point penalty for the foot slightly out of bounds. But that doesn't deter our enjoyment of this exercise at all. Double pike. And just such good entertainment. Cheers to you, Jade van Steenkist.
And probably, almost unnoticeably, a lot of very good difficulty. Some high impact tumbling, because it's just blended into all of this frivolity.
Frivolity is such a good word for it.
It's deeply serious frivolity because of how difficult that tumbling is.
But yes, she is just a consummate entertainer.
She might be entertained by this score. She will be. 13.266. Jade van Steenkist is into the gold medal position. 5.3 difficulty, 4/10 higher than Paulson. Despite the penalty, despite the execution being a little lower than the gymnast from Chinese Taipei. Veronica Mandriotta, this is another gymnast with high difficulty work. Italian gymnast Veronica Mandriotta of Mercatorum University. 9th best in qualification with a score of 12.7. Now the execution was 7.4 with a 5.3 difficulty score. Let's see what comes now.
The Italians of late have not been shy about doing a lot of choreography before they tumble, really settling themselves into the routine and establishing a character. And she does that before her opening 2.5 twist to single stag jump. But the tumbling, very good in this exercise. Her second pass is a 1.5 twist through to front layout with full twist. And finally, she caps things off with her double salto. The double salto, a requirement on floor exercise. Hers is done in the pike position. Thoroughly enjoyable throughout.
Two gymnasts to come, both from Japan. Veronica Mandriotta scores 12.566. The execution almost the same as qualification. Difficulty a little lower. Small drop, that's all. Jade van Steenkist leads. Miata Shoko is next. Van Steenkist 13.266. Miata 13.65 in qualification. Could she be on course for another gold medal? This is an utterly captivating routine, and boy, is it difficult. Funny feeling we haven't seen the last of Miata Shoko. It's engrossing. Every single moment of it is engrossing. The choreography is thoroughly engaging. It's playful. It blends with the music fantastically, and then it stops and you get these incredibly difficult tumbling passes, and then she bounces back into more engagement with the audience, and there's another fabulous tumbling pass. The whole thing works superbly.
And then a stuck double pike to cap it all off, like the cherry on top.
The FISU World University Games. This is Miata Shoko at her best.
And you have to go back to the early 1990s to find tumbling like this. The whip backs through to a back handspring, through to a double salto with a twist. And what's so interesting is actually in the qualification, she did 2 whip backs to a double layout. So she's changed things up here. Obviously, there's so much for her to draw on in her bag of skills. a very nice turn, the double with the leg at the head, named for Chelsea Memel of the United States. And here's the aforementioned double pike to end. And she just put her feet down and didn't move. What a display.
Back and better than ever. 13.7. That's stronger than qualification. Miyata Shoko on course for another gold at her comeback games. The all-around champion, the team champion, and straight away turns her attention to supporting her. Ushioku Kohane. It will be a Japanese gold. Which of the two of them? Miyata leads. Ushioku scored 13.25 in qualification. 13.7 is the number to beat. Doesn't it? But the last performance in the women's competition of these games comes from a Japanese gymnast taking centre stage, because the nation has taken centre stage. And well done to Ushioku Kohane, who's been so high profile at these games. The sense of a team reunited. And she really can tumble. A real floor vault gymnast.
Completely. Very powerful in all of this tumbling. Look at the distance she gets on her 1.5 twisting walkout, right through to round off back handspring and double tuck. All of her tumbling passes wonderfully landed. And there is Miyata Shoko living every single movement with her and supporting her all the way through.
Yes, I think Miyata expended more energy during Ushioku's routine than she did her own.
And look at the stick on her final pass, the 2.5 twist to front layout, completely changing directions and just totally unfazed by it all.
The execution was very strong from Ushioku. 13 is what currently holds bronze, 13.266 silver, 13.7 gold. It is a guaranteed Japanese gold anyway.
Goes to
the tension builds. And Ushioku Kohane has won the silver medal. 13.366. Another Japan 1 and 2. Miyata Shoko is the champion, and joining the two Japanese gymnasts on the podium will be Jade van Steenkist of Belgium, which is a brilliant result for her. Well, it's more Japanese domination, but we must not forget that brilliant bronze from van Steenkist. Jade van Steenkist only finished her examinations 3 weeks before the end of this. Or 3 weeks before the start of this, I should say, the psychology student. She posted a triumphant message on social media saying, right, exams done, now I can get ready for the World University Games. What an exceptional game from Miyata Shoko. That is her 4th gold medal. 3rd individual. One thinks back to Hatakeda Hitomi, who I believe won 4 gold medals in 2019 at these games. The classified results in the women's floor competition: bronze to Jade van Steenkist of Belgium, silver to Ushioku Kohane of Japan, and her teammate Miyata Shoko wins the gold medal and makes it her 4th of these games, the Rheinruhr 2025 World University Games. We will look.
dance floor. But you better not kill the groove, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. Oh, I know.
victory ceremony for the women's floor competition at Rhine-Ruhr 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's artistic gymnastics floor final.
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, die Sieger und Geräte und Bodenfinale der Frauen.
Please welcome the medalists.
Bitte begrüßen Sie die Medaillengewinnerinnen.
The medals will be presented by
Die Medaillen werden überreicht von Donatella Sacchi, FISU Technical Committee Chair Artistic Gymnastics, Vorsitzende des Technischen Ausschusses der FISU für Gerätturnen.
the gifts will be presented by
Die Präsente werden überreicht von Dr. Melanie Haag, Member of the Board of the German University Sport Federation, Vorstandsmitglied Allgemeiner Deutscher Hochschulsportverband e.V.
third place and bronze medalist representing Belgium.
Dritter Platz und Gewinnerin der Bronzemedaille für Belgien, Jade Wanstenkiste.
Second place and silver medalist representing Japan.
Zweiter Platz und Gewinnerin der Silbermedaille für Japan, Kosyoku Kone.
First place, gold medalist and Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games Champion representing Japan.
Erster Platz, Gewinnerin der Goldmedaille und der Rhein-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games für Japan, Miyata Shoko.
Ladies and gentlemen, the FISU Anthem.
Meine Damen und Herren, die FISU-Hymne.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Rhine-Ruhr 2025 medalists.
Liebe Zuschauer, Ihre Rhine-Ruhr 2025 Medaillengewinnerinnen.
And there they are, the medalists in the women's floor exercise. Artistic gymnastics at Rhine-Ruhr 2025. Just one more ceremony remains for the men's horizontal bar competition. We'll be with you any moment now.
For a while there it was rough, but lately I've been